Mzungu Gigi. Libotsa KB. Lisame K. Lubisi PM. Mabasa HF. Madiga MD. Madziba P. Maholele CE. Maile CS. Makhohlo MD. Makele AN. Malangabi NM. Malika LM. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Maluleka D. Mamecha BS. Mampuru G. Manyama KS. Manyemula KJ. Manyika K. Mapanga BT. Mapanga TN. Maringa XP. Mashifa. Maybe I must request that when we do what we do, let's give another one a chance. Mashifane MM. Masoka SS. Matingana T. Mavuso L. Metula B. Mugidana LGA. Murerwa GR. Mkolki GA. Mchochisa V. Njovu T. Ngema EN. Ngema S. Nkosi BM. Nkosi TG. Ntanda Y. Phala N. Pichadi MC. Rambuda ZG. Ranyawo MN. Rasumane MT. Ratsuma K. Rikoto ME. Rikoto XV. Silimela PM. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sihlangu XF. Tivani F. And Zwani ZP. For the national diploma non-destructive testing, Machebe B. Mafadza F. Mabeta TH. Mbalati G. Mkonza TD. Thank you. Thank you. Nechandama M.O. Ngobeni H.N. Khadebe M.J. Siala R. T.T.O. Chisikawe T. For the Baccalaureus, Technology. Chemistry. Chemistry. Siloy M.M. cum laude. Antonio Koya A.D. Is it still BTech chemistry? Baloy T.D. Chauke K.D. Twenty K. Dagada T. Dlamini KF. Jakavula S. Kesa DS. Koza NE. by NM. Libatang MM. Litloka BR. Lehua L. Mabasa MM. Matlango ST.
Yes, Michael.
Mahua FE. Maisela SL. Mahubo MLV. Malangabi N.
That's my gift.
Malinga DR. Mama Tunja RC. Mamitza PA. Manyane NS. Manyenga P. Marumo NM. Still chemistry. Matebula RC. Mabeta PP. Mdluli P. Mlotshwa NV. Marco HK. Mnisi NC. Mujela PD. Mukwera ML. Mukotedi PEM. Mullo VM. Monama L. Mweketsi LG. Mutibane LR. Mutlokwa TR. Mtia ZB. Mtimkulu NL. Mudau V.
That's my daughter.
Mzimba S. Ndwandwe AS.
Okay.
Nemasisi H. Ngam Y. Ngoi KA. Ngekana P. Nkabinde SB. Nkomo SB. Nkosi MH. Nkuta CS. Nobavo D. Ntanjana LE. Nyongwana S. Pakula NC. Polwana LJ. Thank you. Thank you. Ramatong LM. Rambuda V. Rampudi KC. Ravele M. Sekalo M. Sema D. Shabalala K. Shushu N. Siala R. Smango MT. CLO. Chikovi A. Sotetsi I. For the Magister Technologia Chemistry. The dissertation Thank you. The dissertation titled Effects of Size and Shape of Cobalt Oxide Nanoparticles on the Phenton Catalytic Activity, supervised by Dr. Ifelyun and co-supervised by Prof. A.E. Ufomajang. Khanyago SV. The dissertation titled Organic Acid Coated Magnetic Nanoparticle as Adsorbent for Organic Pollutants from Aqueous Solutions, supervised by Prof. A.E. Ufomajang and co-supervised by Ms. A. Polosi. Masuku M.N. still request that we work together. You can see how difficult it is for me to read their names, because I can't read their names when we're all talking. Dissertation titled Antimicrobial Activity of Synthesized Copper Chalcogenide Nanoparticles and Plant Extracts. Yes. Supervised by Prof. M.J. Muloto. Yes. And co-supervised by Dr. P.K. Mublai and Dr. F.M. Mtunzi. Is now professor. Is now professor. It is still written, Doctor is a professor. Then the name is Mbewana N.G. For the Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry, the thesis titled The Photocatalytic Degradation of Selected Phenolic Compounds and Biological Contaminants in the Vaal River in Mitigating of Fouling of Specific Polymer Membranes. Promoted by Dr. M.J. Tlink, co-promoted by Professor M.J. Mudise, Prof. R. Mutwali, Prof. F. Mtunzi, again a mistake, and Prof. V.E. Pakade, again a mistake. All these are professors. I would now like to see on stage Dr. Tlink to read the citation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Kate from a little town called Gagodi, Central District in Botswana. She holds a bachelor's degree in science education, which she majored in chemistry, which she completed in 1998. After 2 years, she was nominated for a master's degree in analytical chemistry at the University of Botswana, which she completed in 2006. She then went back to the classroom to teach chemistry as a senior secondary school. 2 years later, she was promoted to the post of a senior lecturer at Molopolele College of Education, the place where she is currently working at. Kate has written 6 publications, papers for her PhD work, which she started in 2016 at VUT. She has attended and participated in 7 conferences, of which were international conferences and local ones. The international ones included the ones in Botswana and Gaborone, Singapore, Malaysia, Stockholm, Sweden, and Mauritius, and also one in South Africa, UNISA. She was awarded 3rd prize and 2nd prize as presenter for poster and oral presentations, which were held in Randburg, South Africa, which was the local one, and also at UNISA, South Africa, which was an international conference. She has participated as a reviewer for the International Research Journal of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So we are standing here in the presence of excellence. Her works that she did for Doctoral of Philosophy: water quality for surface sources is fast deteriorating due to pollutions from different sources, including organic compounds. Among the organic compounds are chlorophenols, which are described as one of the priority pollutants because of their detrimental effects. One way of removing them from water is by using membranes. However, direct removal of chlorophenols using membranes is limited due to the inherent problem of membrane fouling. This thesis described fabrication of thin films, composite membranes modified with silver titanium dioxide and silver zinc oxide for enhancing filtration properties of the membranes for removal of 2-chlorophenol and 2,4-dichlorophenol and improving the anti-fouling properties of the modified membranes. Silver modified titanium dioxide and zinc oxide showed antibacterial activity against E. coli with a minimum concentration of inhibition as low as 1.56 milligrams per liter for both the silver zinc oxide and the silver titanium dioxide. Silver was more toxic against Daphnia magna than silver zinc oxide and the silver titanium dioxide. The presence of the nanocomposites in the membranes improved the water flux, water permeation, rejection of 2-chlorophenol and 2,4-dichlorophenol, anti-fouling properties of the membranes and flux recoveries of more than 93% was achieved. Silver release tests revealed that silver zinc with the membrane performed better than the silver titanium dioxide with the membrane because of the steady release of silver with so long-lasting anti-fouling properties. When applied to real water samples, that's now in the Vaal and our Klip River, the prepared membranes showed better anti-fouling properties than the commercial membranes. Thank you.
I need to say this, that if you see technology, Doctor of Technology, in your books, it's an error. It's Doctor of Philosophy. Yes. Now I read the name, Kutlwao K. Yes. Kutlwao. Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. This is titled, I may not be able to see well here, this is not well written, I'll read from here. Preparation and characterization of manganese doped iron oxide magnetic nanoparticles, coated pine cone powder and its applications in water treatment. Promoted by Professor A.E. Ufomaja and co-promoted by Prof. Naidu. I will request Prof. Naidu to come to read the citation.
Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to read a synopsis of both the curriculum vitae and the abstract for the candidate who is presented before you for the Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Ms. Omar holds a BSc in Chemistry First Class Honors from the University of Nairobi in Kenya and an MSc in Chemical Sciences from the University of the Western Cape. She has, over the past 7 years, carried out extensive research in the area of nanotechnology and has published 5 articles in peer-reviewed journals and a book chapter. She has demonstrated excellent scientific communication skills by presenting her work at international and local conferences and winning third prize in the South African National 3-minute thesis called 3MT competition in 2017. As a testament to her academic achievement, Ms. Ouma was invited to join the Golden Key International Honor Society, which recognizes academic achievement in the university graduates. That was in 2014. She is also a member of the Royal Society of Chemistry, an international organization aimed at the advancement of the chemical sciences. Now, a brief abstract. Fresh water is a scarce natural resource accounting for only 2.5% of the world's total water. The problem of water contamination due to industrial activities is therefore a major concern. The study focused on the treatment of arsenic and chromium contaminated water because of the health risks they pose, including a risk to unborn children. Water treatment was carried out using locally available pine cones, which were modified with iron oxide particles incorporated with manganese to improve pollutant removal through adsorption process. Incorporation of iron oxide improved the removal efficiency of pine cone for arsenic and chromium by 90% and 40% respectively, while the introduction of the manganese to the composite material improved the removal efficiency of arsenic and chromium by approximately 10% and 15% respectively. The mechanism of removal was studied and concluded to be a chemical process through the exchange of surface-bound ions with pollutant molecules. The prepared material were reusable up to 3 times. This research thereafter provided a new, cost-effective material for the efficient removal of arsenic and chromium from water.
If you also see Doctor of Technology is Doctor of Philosophy. Ouma ILA. Doctor of Technology, Chemistry. This is titled Synthesis, Characterization, and Application of a Novel Biosorbent Magnetic Nanomaterial Cross-Linked with Cyclodextrin using epichlorohydrin and hexamethylene diisocyanate as adsorbents for heavy metals and organics. Promoted by Professor A.E. Ofomaja and co-supervised by Professor E.B. Naidu. I request Professor Ofomaja to come to read the citation.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I stand to read the curriculum vitae and brief abstract for Polosi Agnes. Agnes Polosi holds a National Diploma in Analytical Chemistry from Swana University of Technology, a BTech cum laude, MTech cum laude in Chemistry from the VUT University of Technology. She enrolled for doctoral degree in chemistry on a part-time basis in 2013 and is employed as a technologist in the Department of Chemistry. She has attended 10 international conferences, both locally and abroad, where she gave both oral and poster presentation. She was one of the 3 South African doctorate students to be selected and sponsored by NRF DST to attend the Lindau Nobel Laureates meeting, which is a prestigious meeting held in Lindau, Germany in 2015. She received NRF sabbatical grant to complete her doctoral studies in 2016 and has published 9 research articles and 2 book chapters in well-known peer-reviewed journals. She had the opportunity to co-supervise 2 master students, one to completion and the other who will be graduating in September. A brief abstract. In the present era of water resources scarcity, efficient treatment of wastewater is a major prerequisite, especially for growing economy. Numerous approaches have been studied for the development of cheaper and more efficient adsorbents for the removal of both organics and inorganic pollutants from wastewater. The present study harnessed the potential of bioabsorption and nanotechnology by producing more efficient, selective, mechanically stable, and effective adsorbents for removal of chromium, arsenic, and 4-nitrophenol from aqueous solution. The magnetite-coated pine cone was synthesized by co-precipitation method and cross-linked to cyclodextrin using hexamethylene diisocyanate and epichlorohydrin. The composite displayed high efficiency for chromium 6, arsenic 3, and 4-nitrophenol removal. This can be easily separated from water by magnetic field and can be reused for up to 3 times. The prepared nanocomposite could thus be applied as a promising adsorbent for chromium, arsenic 3, and 4-nitrophenol removal from polluted water. Thank you.
Polosi A. Vice Chancellor's Awards. These awards are given to students who obtained the highest average in their faculty for the National Diploma, Postgraduate Diploma, Baccalaureus Technology, and Magister Technology. Kumalo S.M. for the National Diploma in Analytical Chemistry. Vice Chancellor, I hereby request that you confer the diplomas and degrees in absentia on those students whose names appear on the program but could not be present today.
I hereby do confer the degrees and the diplomas on those students whose names appear on the program but could not be here today.
Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that this choir deserves yet another round of applause. If you could do yourselves a big favor, this being your university, I invite you to visit the office of the Vice Chancellor. You will see a collection of trophies which have been won by this choir. They have become #1 in each and every competition that they entered. And so it is good, it is well, it is appropriate, it is prudent that we give them yet another round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it is good to have dreams, because dreams are really a fulfillment of your subconscious mind. If you tell yourself in dreams, maybe your grandfather, grandmother visits you in your dreams. There are those who don't believe in ancestors, but I want to tell you that I'm one of those who believe in ancestors. They do visit you in dreams and tell you that you must do something. And if you fail, then I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen to you. This choir has won trophies, as I've said, but the dream that we had as the management of this university was that these unspoiled African voices cannot just leave this institution without a CD being recorded of the kinds of music which they have. And now that CD has been recorded. It's got 16 songs altogether. And I think that is really a milestone, because after that CD, another one will be coming. So give them another round of applause. We shall soon be extending an invitation on the day on which the CD would be launched. The choir master is just working on the logistics now on a date on which the CD would be launched. And so we would be extending that invitation. But of course, the CD will come, at a reasonable price. The proceeds of the CD will go towards assisting these children with their tuition and their residence fees and whatever else is needed academically speaking. And so it is not just a CD for purposes of cutting a CD, but it is going to help these African sons and daughters to get the education that they deserve. This morning I spoke about the power of I will, but let me preface the power of I will by reading to you. If I was going to preach, I would be giving you this message. But unfortunately, I am not going to preach. But let me nonetheless share with you, because I think that it is very relevant to this occasion. Moses, in the book of Genesis chapter 8, verse 5 says, "The waters continued to recede until the 10th month, and on the first day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains became visible." Ka Sesotho e balea ka mogona, metsi a tswella o fokotseha o fihlela Mphalane. Ya batsatsing la pele kgweding ya Mphalane, ditsello tsa dithaba tsa simolla ho bonahala. Ata amaXhosa ke wona xa athethayo awutha amanzi. Ngenyanga yeshumi iqaleni kwayo zabonakala ingxopho zentaba. Why I am prefacing my congratulatory message in this fashion is that when you were going to lectures, when you were going to classes, it was like the rain was falling And sometimes it became so dark that you did not know that this day would come. But you see, when rain comes, it rains heavily, no matter what circumstances you are faced with. The ark in which you are, it rises up. It rises up. It rains, but the ark rises. So that is why today you have gone through trials and tribulations. There have been heavy snows and heavy rains, but the more the rain fell on you, there was that moment when you said, I wonder if I will be able to make it. But today, the mountaintops are visible. And so I want to challenge you that please, don't you dare spoil this day, because this day came with lots of prayers and lots of sacrifices. And remember, your mothers, your fathers, and your grandparents sacrificed and prayed for this day so that you can be able to walk across this stage. And so this is the power of the I will. Because you said to yourselves, I will graduate one day, no matter what the circumstances are. And so today, this day has come as a fulfillment of the power of I will. But you see, the power of I will goes with the power and the wisdom and the vision of recognizing your dreams as well as your background. Don't you dare forget where you're coming from. There are people who, when becoming educated and better educated, forget where they come from. And you know, I pity those people. I know that there are those who come from good families, educated families, that is fine. But as I'm going to close now, let me just cite one example of the power of I will. This morning I cited this example of a Mr. Van der Merwe. Van der Merwe had a domestic worker called Ellen. And Ellen's daughter was Elizabeth. And so Ellen had a dream of the daughter being a medical practitioner. And so even Elizabeth indeed also wanted to be a medical doctor, which was a combination of dreams, which was good. But it so happened that one day, as Ellen was busy ironing the washing of the Van der Merwes, she tripped, and the iron, the hot iron, fell on her face, and the face became disfigured. Fast forward, she was taken to hospital, and when she came back, Van der Merwe said, look, Ellen, don't worry. I will pay you whilst at home, but I'm going to do you the fulfillment of your dreams. I will take Elizabeth and send her to a medical school. And indeed, that happened. But guess what? When pockets become heavier and heavier, there are those who forget their roots and background. And no matter what the circumstances are, don't you dare say to your grandmother or your mother or your father, whoever is very close to you, I don't know this person. Now, when Elizabeth was a practicing doctor, very successful, she would invite, her peers and her friends to have a bride at her place. And then, of course, the bride does not go all on its own. There are those nice drinks, which are served with bride. Those who go for bride, not that I'm suggesting that after this graduation, go for those kinds of brides. And now, because she was shy, that her mother's face was so disfigured, she would always decide to hide the poor old lady and lock her in a room. But and what she would do then, poor Ellen, she would always peep through the window and open the curtain as the big German cars come in. And she would say, oh, my daughter is so successful. But the daughter would lock her up because she's made it. She's now a medical doctor. She does not want to be associated with uneducated people. And so she would hide and she would always peep through. And one of the friends said to her, Elizabeth, who is that old lady? You know, whenever we come here, she would always open the curtain and watches our big German cars driving in and out. And Elizabeth responded and said to her friend, you know what, I am so kind-hearted. I don't like seeing tramps in the streets without any shelter. So the lady that you see is actually a tramp I picked up from the streets because I felt so pity for her that I said, let me rather take her in and provide her with a shelter. And that's it. That was good. But it so happened that one day she thought that she had locked the door. And as luck would have it, the door was not locked. And the same story. But on this particular day, as you know, drinks were beginning to flow, the same question popped up. Who is that person? No, that's a tramp I picked up from the street. And the old lady came out of the room and said to the friends, my daughter, you are what you are today because of me. I tripped and a hot iron fell on my face. My face is today disfigured because I wanted you to be what you are. And so, my dear children, no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what your background is, don't you dare say your mother is a tramp you picked up from the street. It can be. You see, if you say that the African gods will persecute you, and not only will they persecute you, they will forsake you because you are denying the core of your roots. It cannot be. When you make it in life, remember your roots and remember your background. And as you remember your background and you remember your roots, remember that your roots are shaped by the African trees. Your roots are shaped by the African rivers. And your roots are shaped by the African mountains and valleys. And so what you do dictates and determines your future. As I close, Robert Sobukwe in 1959 said, when he was launching the PAC, by the way, I am not promoting a particular political organization, far from it. When I am here, I belong to all political parties. I'm a member of all political parties. Let me make it clear, because I don't want people to leave here and say he was promoting the PAC. No. I will promote the PAC, I will promote the ANC, I will promote the EFF, I will promote Inkatha, I will promote DA, you name them. Even the party that was recently formed by the former COO of the SABC, I will promote that one as well. As I close, Sobukwe said, and remember I'm talking about your background and your roots being shaped by African trees, mountains and valleys and rivers. And he said, here is a tree rooted in African soil, nourished with waters from the rivers of Africa. Come and sit under its shade and become with us the leaves of the same branch and branches of the same trees. That is the essence of my message, that come and sit under this tree, the tree of education, the tree of liberty, and the tree of freedom. That is the education that you have acquired today. Don't spoil it. So Buko goes on to say, and I'm pleading with you now, let me plead with you, lovers of my people, to carry with you into the world the vision of a new Africa, an Africa reborn, an Africa rejuvenated, an Africa crafted, young Africa. We are the first glimmers of a new dawn, I close quote. And so, as I'm pleading with you, I want to say to you today, I plead with you, lovers of my university, lovers of the VUT University of Technology, walk with us as we carry this university into the new dawn, into the new era, an era of redefining ourselves, an era of saying we are driven by the power of I will. Indeed, as young Africans endowed with the spirit of Africanism, you will be failing in your future endeavors if you don't embrace Africa, and if you fail to embrace VUT. Remember, you will be convocants of this university, and wherever you are, continue to be the ambassadors of your university. Professor Mutlana would always say, please make sure that when your pockets get heavier and heavier, you remember your alma mater, that's VUT. And in the process, there are those who will forget, and in the process, sow seeds of discord and dissension amongst ourselves. Colleagues, don't fall into that trap, where as Africans, we fight over a meatless bone. And when you continue fighting over a meatless bone, Africa will continue to be balkanized because we allow people to force us to fight amongst one another. You know, during our student days, we used to sing high and say, Mxhosa, Mzulu, Msuthu, Mpedi, Hlanganani, because there was no differentiation. We are all one people. Because if we don't recognize one another, that famous author of the Xhosa-speaking people, W.B. Khubusana, wrote a book, and the title of the book is Zemkinkomo Magwalandini. For those of you who don't understand the language, let me explain in English. Your wealth is being snatched under your watchful eyes, you cowards. Because why? You continue fighting whilst the Titanic is sinking. I will be failing, therefore, in my congratulatory message if I do not extend a warm word of appreciation to the parents, sponsors, government, and industry for having supported our students over the years and for having been the tree of liberty and the tree of education. Indeed, parents here in present and not present, you have been a tree of support and success to your children and to this university in particular. And your efforts are today being realized. And for this, we want to express our profound gratitude as we indeed say, Ditsulu, Tzaditaba, Tsasimala Hubonala. Congratulations, and I wish you everything of the best as you embark on this exciting and exhilarating journey of the power of I will. I thank you. But before we dissolve this congregation, can I just request all the graduates to rise and take off your certificates on the right-hand side and your metaboards on the left. By the way, those of you, a metaboard is this thing. This one is a hood. And you look on the side of your relatives and your parents. You wave your certificate as a symbol of saying, thank you ever so much. No, e karale e etsa hantle. Ke ne ke nana hore ha bana ba etsa jalo modiri etsane ke tla utlwa Basotho batho ba re li ha ke le phiteng. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. That really sounds like Africa. By virtue of the powers vested in me as Vice-Chancellor, I now dissolve the congregation of the VUT University of Technology.